invite our JRAs to recite some of these creative and nostalgic poems for us. First up, we have Nicolette Tan Kai Xuan from CHIJ Katong Primary.
Simultaneous Equations by Joshua Ip. If a train sets off from Joo Koon at 8:21 and another train sets off from Changi Airport at 8:25, if the first train is traveling at 120 kilometers per hour and the second train is traveling at 100 kilometers per hour, and the distance between Changi and Joo Koon is 40 kilometers, at what time will the trains pass each other? If a kettle has a capacity of 3 liters and takes 2 minutes to boil, and a pot has a capacity of 2 liters and takes 3 minutes to boil, and a tap is pouring into the kettle at 100 milliliters per second, and another tap is pouring into the pot at 150 milliliters per second, what time should Joshua turn on the taps for the kettle and pot to boil simultaneously? The working was already there in her head and just needed to be written down. 2 lines of differing gradient intersecting at a point. Collision, expanding water masses. So she looked at the boy beside her to see how he was coming along, jotting down his final answer before they called time. And all the pencils came down as one. He heard, rather than saw her, scratching the same shapes as him into her blank. Hands shaking, sharp release of breath. At that time, what strange serendipity or mathematical design, he thought, for 2 people to arrive simultaneously at the same answer.
Thank you, Nicolette. Next, please welcome Liu Xiaozhen from Northland Primary School.
Keeping Time by Colleen Tan. When will this class end? I feel minutes until the hour, clicking, ticking by, like the grasshopper in the matchbox we caught yesterday while skipping through the fields after school. Thank you.
Great job. Now we have Zoe Leah from Yishun Primary School.
Tidal Train by Anne Ang. Down the broad fish belly of the northwest, the train cuts brightly, cut it, then crunchy, gutted with salt rivers and mud, mangroves, waving herds of elephant grass spiked with African tulip trees, other continents banked against the tropical seabed sky. A storm drain. Now the first glimpse of buildings like thunder, cranes, rusting zinc roofs, factories, work that belongs to someone else. The shadow of the train, a new wall to unfinished scaffolding. The builders board at the next stop, unslipper their feet and make a kampong of cell phones and voices. The sun is bright through irrelevant windows.
Now, I'd like to invite our mini CE to recite her poem.
Me, not you, it's me. It's me! Singapore Night Song by Simon Tay. Where no owl cries its kill above city blocks, and the moon does not dominate night landscape. Stars are as bright as street lights allow. Headlamps and metal colors, horns and exhausts, car bumpers. The traffic is the only other animal awake. Walk past them a lion, spotlighted to an edifice filled beneath shows. Sidewalk trees shrug off cement with roots. And outside the concert hall, where no concert is being staged, hear the American Top 10 spill from a Walkman. You know, nearby, people relish a bite of satay and maybe a walk after. That the sun over the telephone wires and sparrows with their gutter songs will eventually come. But neither horizons nor thrushes. If you cannot learn to love, yes, love this city, you have no other. Thank you.
Thank you, CE and JRA. I'd like to call all performers on stage for a final bow.
Go, go. We hope you've enjoyed our performance. Thank you.